Hello everybody, my name is Sith3say, and welcome back to your Reading Your Comments video. I know it's been a while, but I had to curate a lot of comments, about give or take like 30, maybe more, I don't know. But thank you everyone so much for commenting, liking the videos, subscribing too. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. But without further ado, let's get into reading your comments, shall we? The first one right here says, add me in vid, please. Parentheses, shout out. Well, you got your shout out and you got into the video. So, there's not much for me to say. So, moving on to the next comment. Some sir comes in and says, let me know if you've run into Miku on your way out. I will most definitely let you know if I run into Miku, because you'll hear an earth-shattering screech coming your way. So don't worry, some sir, I will let you know. Or everyone in the entire planet will know that I ran into Miku. The next comment is by some sir. Again, philosopher moment. The moment clocked out. Hit times. I have no fucking idea what he actually says half the comments he has put, I have not the slightest idea. Like, really? He's definitely somebody to, listen to rather than anything else. And try to understand. No offense to you there, some sir. But I have no idea I don't know how to respond to this. The next comment reads, the disrespect. Yeah, I know. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. You got nothing. You can't do anything about it. I've got all the power. The next comment reads, Google gobble, one of us. Yes. Gobble gobble. Or Google gobble. But yeah, Google gobble. The next comment says, me, anytime something important is happening. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how many times that I have forgotten something because of ADHD or just being human. I forget a lot. I don't forget you guys, because you guys are very important to me. Next comment reads, boop. The next comment happens to be, I hate when this happens. I do too. I really do hate when that happens because it's such an inconvenience. It really is. The next comment reads, I don't know either, or I don't either. They're something true underscore. I don't know. The next comment reads, I'm under the water. Please help me. Yes, I got trapped underwater. Okay, look. My teleporter works like maybe 50% of the time, and my luck would have it that I had 50% of the luck here, getting back here to read your wonderful comments. The next comment is a bit of a loaded question. Why are you a furry? My dear Zoozle, I'd have to say that the reason why I'm a furry is it's a means of expression. It's the means to understanding myself just that much a little bit deeper. And it's fun. It's a hobby. Not a personality trait. Not something I identify as and how you have to address me by. But it's a hobby. And it's something I enjoy greatly. The next comment reads, if the universe is going to end, there won't be any new life within that universe. That is true. It's sad to know that once a universe dies, unfortunately, that is the end of life. But who knows? That universe could birth a new universe. Who knows what happens when a universe dies, actually? Who am I kidding? Nobody realistically knows what's going to happen to the universe when it dies. We don't have any data. We don't have any concrete evidence on anything regarding to when a universe dies. So, kind of depressing, but reality. The next comment reads, Grandpa Nurgle is crying pus of joy. Yeah, I know. Nurgle is most definitely crying pus of joy. And he's so proud of every single one of us. So, let's keep doing Grandpa Nurgle a good service and making him proud. The next comment reads, the Earth is a dandelion, and it just doesn't want to die. Yes, the Earth can be said, or more specifically, portrayed as a dandelion in a supermarket, the parking lot in high noon in summertime, and it just won't die. And that's damn fine. I am fine with that. Earth needs to keep living. Earth needs to keep going. So, we all live in it, so why don't we just care about it? You know? The next comment reads, just some snacks? Okay, I'll make sure to get you just some snacks. So, don't worry. You didn't specify what kind of snacks, so here you go. The next comment reads, you sound like a rip-off mad genius from Disney. I do sometimes, but you know what? That's fine, because I want to be me. And sometimes I'm a little crazy, sometimes a little mad, sometimes I'm just a little bit insane. So why not enjoy the ride like I am, with a little bit of madness? The next comment reads, that was so fun to watch. You'll be a great YouTuber as soon as you get a little more buzz. Oh, I thank you. That comes with time and a bit of virality, you know? And a bit of RNG just from the YouTube gods. So, I'll still create content. I'll try to make it as good as possible. Some days we'll be a little bit lazy with the editing. Some days we'll be like high editing. And some other days it'll be just kind of like at the middle point of lazy and high. But look forward to good content. I hope y'all are enjoying it, because I'm enjoying doing it as well. Yesterday's video was a bit stressful because obviously it was where I was constantly being chased. It was so hard, okay? The next comment reads, your drill will be one to pierce the heavens. I think isn't that a reference to Gurren Lagann? I think that's a reference to Gurren Lagann. But yes, my drill will pierce the heavens. Most definitely. The next comment reads, I have a pickle in a mason jar. That you do. I see this comment literally all the time. So, you know, I don't know what it means. I'm not going to try and understand the meaning behind it. But I get this comment a lot. So, yeah. Please, can somebody please tell me what this means? If it means anything. The next comment reads, and you're adorable. No, you're adorable. I'm not cute. You're adorable. And there's nothing you can say about it. So, ha! I win. The next comment reads, maroon, pink, peach colors. I only use peach for shirts, though. Also, fire, I am the second person to like this short. 3. Aw. I did look up those. I'll put the meanings behind them here. But those are very interesting. Maroon, pink, and I believe peach are variations of red. Peach being a little like less likely to be related to red, but pink and maroon, very much heavy in reds. But still, nonetheless, that is awesome to know that somebody likes different colors other than black, red, blue, green, yellow, those kinds of like generic, I guess, colors. So that's kind of cool. As for liking being the second person to like, thank you so much. It means a lot. Hopefully this motivates you to, continue to watching my shorts. The next comment reads, "The one goes inside you." What does that mean? What? The one goes inside of me? Or you? I don't understand. Is this just like a statement? Is this a comment? Like, help me understand here, man. I don't understand the context. The next comment reads, "Did you know that tarantulas typically keep small frogs as pets? The frog gets protection and food, while the tarantula eggs get protected." No, I did not. That is an interesting fact. That is cool about spiders and frogs. That is cool. The next comment reads, "Realistically, the black hole is way too close to the planet you currently stood on. Unless the planet's gravitational pull is significantly stronger, that of the holes, and is bigger, the world would be sucked in like a person eating spaghetti." Well, newsflash for you, it is an unrealistic world with just a PNG background of a black hole. So, realistically, we wouldn't know. We don't actually. We know there's spaghettification inside the black hole, but we're not being realistic here. This is fantasy. This is fiction. So, applying realistic, like, logics here and realistically in this scenario doesn't necessarily apply to fiction. So there's a lot of animes that use black hole type moves. There's a lot of things that cut reality, and if it cut reality, then realistically, there's that word again, realistically, the anime would end because they cut reality, or that reality. But anyways, moving on. The next comment reads, "This is kind of off topic, but your voice has main character energy. You kind of remind me of the people sound in a TV show or something. Ever thought of voice acting? You would be a natural." No, I haven't. I haven't thought of, well, in recent times, I have thought of doing and wanting to apply myself, or, chase the voice acting showbiz, I guess you can say. And as for me being a main character, well, I'm my own main character. This is, in my life, everyone is a side character. Not fodder, never fodder. But I am my own main character. I got to realizing that a lot later in life, that I thought I wasn't necessarily the main character, even in my own story. But I found out that I am my own main character. And you just got to believe in yourself. You got to put in that little, encouragement into yourself to believe in yourself and to chase your dreams. Because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm chasing my dreams. So, of course, I gotta get to have that main character energy. The next comment reads, "There's something really pleasant about your voice and personality. It's very calming for a horror game." I didn't think my voice was very calming in a horror game, but I try my best, and I have been told many times that my voice is quite chill and calming, which is, kind of interesting. As for in the horror aspect, then that's I'm really appreciative. I really am. That's really cool that you find my personality and voice very calming in a horror game situation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next comment reads, I did not expect to learn this from a channel on a 19-year-old website. Of course, there's many people like me, but I'm just reiterating different things from, a different perspective. So, of course, I want you guys to learn, grow, chase your dreams. That's what I'm all about. To learn, to grow, to help others learn and grow as well. The next comment reads, I got a feeling that somebody's watching me, and I got no privacy. I know, right? Right now, I don't think I'm being watched, but I hear somebody in the walls, so that leads for a little bit of concern. The next comment reads, it's like getting sent home for me, so I'm vibing with it. Good. It's always a good thing to be vibing with it and not stress over everything, So, good. The next comment reads, genuine person here. Coffee spelt backwards is ifko. We now know that. Now, thank you. The next comment reads, Nova. Where? Where's a Nova? Me? Oh, yeah, I know I'm a Nova. It's cool, right? Hello, fellow Nova. The next comment reads, I have an iPhone 5, 50. I want 5 iPhones, 15 flat screen TVs, and some Coke. That'd be awesome. Thanks. So they didn't necessarily have those things there. I got like one iPhone and maybe like 2 flat screen TVs that have a Coke. Is that okay? I hope that is. I didn't drink it. It was just there on the shelf. It was the only Coke there. So I don't know. The store was very lame. The next comment reads, are you a mentor? Because I would need a little bit of help. I do give off advice, sage advice, wise advice, and kind of mentor-esque advice. I do like to teach people, but currently I'm not taking in any students or anything like that, because it's hard for people to follow up, including myself. So in that regard, I am still learning myself. That does it for this video. I guess I read all through all the comments. Wow, lots of them. Thank you so much. Again, great to see all these comments. I really appreciate them. So keep commenting. There'll be another video like this in the future when I reach, who knows, another arbitrary number, or maybe 30 is the amount that I want it to be. I did a little bit few more because I found a lot more that I liked. But that does it for this video. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. Hope you all enjoyed. Keep commenting once again. Hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe, because I got a plethora of content to come and a plethora of content to come more. And I will see you all in the next Reading Your Comments video. Stay bright, Starlights. Peace!